So we got a huge V-shaped move here off of the lows and a little bit of a gap and trap day. Are the lows actually in here? Let's find out with our daily SPY analysis. Today is Monday, March 31st, 2025. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up. Appreciate you guys helping out the channel. And come find me on carnivoretrades.com for swing trading alerts, analysis, and live day trading, as well as trades like the one we took this morning here, 55.55 buy to open on ES this morning. And we're still holding a runner on this, so a pretty amazing move here off of the lows. And this is something I warned members in both services about this morning. By the way, we still have a sale another 10 or 11 days here until April 11th. 60% off active trader and 20% off swing trades for your first month. But in any case here, what is this big pump? And by the way, I'm doing the video a little early today because the move is done for now. But what is this big pump here? That is the JPM roll. And we told members to watch out for a big outside move today with essentially no news behind it and everybody's scrambling for a headline. It's the JPM collar roll, which is now 580, 58.80 call. And then that's sold to open. And then we have the split 52.90. 44.60. So that's kind of where we're looking here right now. But ultimately, we just kind of tagged 5,600. So that's going to be a wall of resistance here for today. But a nice, nice recovery and a gap down. We talked about the cycle date, GAN date this Monday. We talked about that late last week and look for some sort of pivot. And we've got that right here. A couple of things though. One, for the bulls here, is that dollar yen was down early, but came back up very nicely, and this inverse head and shoulder is still in play. It's still intact. So we never closed below, and you can see very good there on the 4 hour, getting back above. Looks pretty good. The negative here is that I don't think the low is in yet. And the reason for that is that the NQ is not leading. So you can see right here, but a good rebound, but you can see here there's in these day trading levels, just getting back above this area took pretty much all morning. Whereas ES, I mean, it was like boom, right back above, the low by 10 o'clock, by that first opening range low on Globex. It really took off. Heck, even the Russell, right? Look at the Russell here, took a nice V shape there, and that barely made a new low. In fact, that took a long time to make a new low. And the Dow here obviously leading. So I want to see the NASDAQ leading before we get the NASDAQ leading, the Dow lagging, before we're looking for a low. But a very good move here. And if we can close up in this area, we don't have to close all the way at the highs, but we can close around 555 SPY. Even if we close red, that's fine. I think we could see a little bit of continuation tomorrow. And we'll just take it one step at a time. But nice sweep of the low. I mean, come on, we went right down into it without much consolidation. You can see a very steep divergence there on the ES. So that was kind of an easy one to look for this morning. You can see it there on SPY as well. So we're just going to take it here one step at a time, and we'll go from there. And really, for my position right now on my day trade, it's just kind of just leaving a little baby runner. And if it goes tomorrow, it can keep going. But I would say right now, I'd like to see a lot more. I'd like to see the NQ acting a lot better, and I just don't see it right now. VIX did come in pretty nicely. I talked about this on Twitter this morning. I said if they get a hold of 24, look for, vol sellers to be in control. And obviously, you're seeing the market come down. So that is the case right now. So despite some beliefs, dealers are still well in control here. So good sell here on volatility, and a nice back off here, and just really good tradable levels here on ES here. So very good stuff overall today. And we're now into, again, kind of a big level here around 5,600 on ES, or excuse me, SPX. But anyway, just keep it simple right now. I know I'm doing the video early, got some stuff going on later here today, but again, we're not going to really do much here. But between the now and the close, at least as far as the upside is concerned, we'll probably just sit in this range. If we do back off, bulls probably want to hold the 555 area for the most part. That doesn't mean they can't give it up, but it would just obviously be a better look for tomorrow if they did. QQQ here, again, still red on the day. It's the only index that has not really gotten anywhere close to the flat line. The Russell is still red, but it's only a few, it's like 83 cents off. It's not that far. Whereas QQQ, still kind of No, $1.78 out of the way, and then the Dow here is green. SMH came into our level here, and yeah, I did take a little small position on this morning. So I've been talking about this for a long time. It's a very good level. I wish it could have pierced by more. Maybe it'll get the chance to do that at some point, but you know, you got to take your shot at these levels. And I don't care about what the headlines are. I don't care about the story. You know, we just go based off of, I mean, these technical levels here are usually going to serve you pretty well. Block out the noise and focus in on the charts and the data. Anyway, IGV down 1%, coming up off the lows though. Apple was strong today in tech land. That's really the only mag set. I mean, look at the heat map here. Amazon, Broadcom, Nvidia, Microsoft, Palantir, you know, Oracle, ServiceNow, all of them down. Tesla, although Tesla is actually holding up okay, I'll say that. But I mean, it's really not even down that much. So in mag set, and it has 3 higher lows now too. So watch out for Tesla if this market gets its footing. But outside of that, mag 7, semis, IGV still weak. One thing that was telling us we were going to go green this morning was the transports. They went green before a lot of things, like right off the bat, V-shape. And they're still going right now. And yeah, looks pretty good. So we'll see if this can get going. So watch those transports. They do tell you, you know, they do tell you things. I know nobody cares, but I do. ZT flat today as we backed off here. You know, rates started down and now back to flat. So a little bit of calming of some fears perhaps. And you can see the 10-year here now back to flat. We'll see what this does here. I did close out my my long yield play last week. So we'll see what it does here. I'm a little bit more neutral on bonds right now in the near to medium term. XHB, nice recovery. Again, a lot of things doing it. Again, just big gap down, and you know, not a great look Friday, but you know, you can see that, you know, you're starting to lose that seller momentum there. So this can reclaim 97, you know, 97.50. It's in some pretty good shape for a bounce. BNQ, again, no new lows, so this is a strong sector still. XLF was also green before a lot of things this morning, and again, I continue to maintain here, this is a positive for bulls. I know people don't think that there's any positives for bulls at all, but the banks acting well is a positive. It always is. In fact, it's the banks acting poorly a month ago was the reason why I sold everything at the top. So when we got, yeah, that's the 20th here, I said this is problematic because this sold off a day before the market really did. I did not like that look. Yeah, they ended up making a new high, but it was distribution there. But right now, it's leading. I mean, like, it's already retraced most of Friday's move. Look at the market. It's barely green. So, yeah, XLF acting well. KRE went green very quickly this morning, too, as did KBE and XPD is actually coming up off the lows now, but still no lower low there on XPD. I did finally get out of oil. Finally, I think I first bought right here and added like down here, and then finally it got up to target, you know, essentially. So about to 72, 71.83. Maybe it gets there tomorrow. Maybe it goes higher. I don't know. I'm not really that worried or care. It was just a trade. I don't think that the Iran stuff is a big deal yet. I know this is up 3%, but it needs to be up a lot more to get me concerned about that. Like a lot more. Maybe it will be tomorrow. I don't know. I don't care. So XLE strong all day as per usual lately. This needs to do some more basing, as does XOP and OIH. OIH did gap down though. Again, it's the weaker one. Nat gas up 1.3. Again, watch the weekly tightening range. And if that continues, this can go higher. Dollar we talked about, but it was actually green versus the euro for once, and the yen. Still got a lot of work to do. But clear 105. Gold, it's getting up there. No sell signal. A lot of people are trying to short this, but I'm telling you, wait for a sell signal here. Don't just jump in front of it. That's why it keeps going up, because people keep trying to fade it. GLD though, I would say 290 is going to be it's going to be hard to get through. So we'll see if that stalls it out. Silver dipped pretty good earlier, but came right back, so no problems there. That's still going to 38. Platinum looks like it got a bid here in the afternoon. It was kind of weak this morning. Yeah, nice pop. I haven't checked that in a few hours, but yeah, that nice outside move. And palladium's starting to work its way back up as well. So those alt metals acting a little bit better here. Copper, again, more tariff news over the weekend. Okay, it's going down on good news. Right, so this is going down on positive news. So just be aware of that. Nothing really terrible here or broken. It's still above the 20 moving average, but just be careful with it. It's telling you that something's wrong. And then for all the fear and craziness about Bitcoin over the weekend, I mean, it really just didn't do much, did it? I mean, it was down Saturday and then just kind of stalled Sunday. This also went green pretty quickly this morning too, at least on IBIT. So it got green pretty quickly. Not quite following through just yet with that, but it is well green on the day. So hey, it's living to fight another day. And look I mean, you have a higher low here versus the market. That's not a bad thing. So right now, yeah, we're probably done. We got about an hour. Yeah, it was a little over. I'm doing this video at like 3 o'clock. I know it's early, but we're not going to go anywhere past 56 today. Yeah, maybe they get a little quick pop in the last 10 minutes, but that'll be it though. So we'll see if bulls can get some upside tomorrow. Past this area here, I could probably do ES a little bit more easily. Yeah, the thing is, the bears didn't really build, so you got a lot of resistance up here, which is kind of where we're reaching right now. But outside of that, the bears didn't build any resistance up to 57.20. And yeah, I mean, that's probably, yeah, that's basically your high as of Friday. You also have the trend line, which is down sloping, right? And that may get duplicated by me on accident, or it may get back checked as I try to drag it out there. So that could be a target for. I mean, I don't know if we're going to go that high tomorrow. I don't think we will, but you know, it's worth putting it up. We went from there to here in, you know, not even 2 whole days. So what's to say we can't do the, you know, retrace it? But yeah, I'd feel a lot more better about this low if the Nasdaq was leading. It's not. So it's a good bounce, and we'll monitor it. But I think we still could see some danger out there. But short term, I mean, this was kind of a layup here, to be completely honest, especially with that deep and that steep of a divergence, sweeping the low after, you know, just basically 1 day of selling. It's a pretty good area, and reclaim the low and easy squeeze there. So we'll see what we get tomorrow. Anyway, you guys take care. Come find me on carnivoretrades.com, and I will see you guys all tomorrow.